myyy, myyy. Welcome, my friend. Oh, myyy, oh, myyy. Welcome, my friend. Ooh, yow, yow, yow. Welcome, myyy. Welcome, welcome, myyy. Holy thee, holy my Lord. Holy thee, holy my Lord. Welcome, 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 myyy. Thank you, Lord, that all is new. Welcome, myyy. So I thought today we'd start our Sunday Shining with one of Diana Cooper's animal cards, and this was the one that sort of came to me, which was the one that wanted to come forth. And the message from the giraffe to us humans is, it is a message of higher wisdom, and it suggests that you look beyond the limitations of your current circumstances and situations. Continue to fulfill your daily commitments and responsibilities diligently while you explore your life from a higher perspective. You may then see things very differently. Internal change inevitably follows, and this is automatically reflected in your world. You are also asked to tune into your home planet in sleep or meditation and to connect to a ray of truth so that you can understand the true wisdom of your soul. Giraffe wisdom reminds you to act graciously, with dignity, serenity, and balance at all times, and this will enable you to fulfill your dreams and your destiny. Stand in your power as a point of light. Hi all you beautiful people. Welcome to our Sunday Shining. Yeah, it's been a little bit difficult for me this Sunday, and I wasn't sure if I was going to share anything, but then little things came, and yeah, I was inspired by the giraffe and its message of that we can use in this moment in our lives, I feel, because life is really, really challenging, and everything's changing, and it's changing very, very fast. And when we listen to our ego, which is full of fear, we are told that we're all alone and everything's a mess and everything is chaotic, and this probably won't work out. But when we go within, we dare to let go of the ego, the old mind that we've been listening to for so many thousands and thousands of years, which created the illusion of a very stressful life, very difficult life for humans. When we let go of that voice, we just let it be, and we go within, we come to the truth. And the truth is that there's nothing wrong, and that all is well, although it can seem like it is not well, it is well. And the reason why everything is shaking up and changing is because it has to change, because a new world is being born. And it sounds like something you see on the movies or something that you read about in books, but it doesn't. It doesn't. For our human mind, it seems very strange how everything is going to change dramatically, and that our lives are going. Well, heaven is going to come to earth, and heaven has really already come, and that we are accessing it by going within. It's not by going into a bus or a plane or a car or a rocket and traveling far away that we reach heaven. Heaven is already in us, as Jesus said. Heaven is within you. And so we're entering into a completely new way of being humans and being. And really what we're going to experience in New Earth is we are used to in the spiritual realm, because there everything is love. Everything is truth. And we know that we are eternally loved, and we're all connected, and we see everything completely clearly. There's no illusion there. That is the real reality, really. But the thing that the process that we are in now is bringing that state of consciousness, state of being that we're used to in the spiritual realm. We're bringing this into physical matter. And that's why this is so difficult, partly, but also because there are dark forces, and there are, it's very, in a way it's very simple, and in a way it's very complex, and I do not know the whole story. I'm just learning as I go. But I feel it's very true that we are creating a new world, and we are creating it with the power of our hearts. The heart is the new mind. And so as I've said so many times before, the more you can allow yourself to just sink into your heart and sense what's going on in there, feel yourself, make life very, very simple and just feel, the more you are shedding the old and entering into the new. And not only entering into it, but also realizing your own power in this, that you are a created being, and you are actually not only entering the new earth, but you are creating it at the same time. And it will be this is all going to happen, and some of us are not going to be a part of it, and that's okay too. So yeah, this is a very, very, very exciting, but also very, very difficult period we're in. So I got a few little things I wrote down. Stepping out of the noise of the world and into the peace of the heart, and the blossoming of the heart. The heart is already, our heart is already blossoming. It is in full bloom. And the more we really, it's really the part of us, how can I say this, really in a way we're dying. There's a part of us that's dying, and so when I say step away from the old world, it's really that part of our personality. It's really saying goodbye to her, saying goodbye to her way of, or him, saying goodbye to her or his way of being, saying goodbye to her or his way of talking, way of being human. We're really letting that part of us die. Because it has to, I mean, and it will die, but we can help the process by saying goodbye to it. And it can be very, very difficult, and I know it for myself because I still have old habits, and I more and more I'm seeing what is it about my personality that I need to shed, and it will, luckily we are being helped enormously and being shown what is it that needs to die in me. And all I really need to do is acknowledge it, to see, oh, this is something I do, this is a bad habit I have. I want to let it go. And the reason why it's so hard is because we are habit beings, we humans, and we, on some level, probably our reptilian brain feels safe when something's all as it used to be. And when we have to let that part of us go, it can we can feel very fearful, because what do we have when we let that go? And it might be I mean, most habits are really bad. But as we're being told, we don't have to do anything much apart from just be aware that this is something I do, and I ask for help to let it go. Just let it go. Because it is not the real me. It is the old me. And allow it to take the time it takes, and it will pass. It will leave us. So when we see others that are very fearful and clinging to the past, clinging to their ego, we can just use this, as I've mentioned so many times before, as a mirror of ourselves, to see that, well, that's really what I'm doing. Where am I holding on to the past? Desperately. Holding on to an old habit I can't let go of. Or a way that I criticize someone or something. Some negativity I'm holding on to. It's all the old life. It's all the old personality. And we can let it go. And we will let it go. So, yeah, so as I shared last time, stepping into the peace and allowing ourselves to be deeply peaceful, which is stepping into your true nature. Because within you, in this blossoming world, which is new earth within you, when you allow yourself to step in there, you will feel completely bathed in peace. You will feel that you are peace itself, because that is your true self. And in our daily life, with whatever's going on, things can seem worse because so much is coming to the surface, because it has to come to the surface to be released. And so our lives can seem very, very chaotic and very difficult, and really we can get this feeling, is this never going to end? Is this never going to stop? Am I never going to get through this? But I'm just here to say that we are going to get through this, and it's just taking the time it needs to take, because it can't go too fast. So giving each other the feeling that we are here together and that we are really going through the same thing is really wonderful. And to just keep coming back to the peace and the trust, and allowing ourselves to release the past. Having this this very, very strong self-awareness. How do I feel right now towards that person? What am I thinking about that person? Am I irritated? Am I aggressive? Am I attacking this person or this thing or whatever it is with my thoughts? And just realize it, and then just ask for help to let it go, because we can let it go. And then just come back to yourself, which is the light of all lights. We are these powerful, powerful pillars of light, and that's our true selves. So what we're letting go of is all old remnants it's really, it is really, in a way, it's already dead. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how much you can use of this, but I feel these Sunday shinings are very much really, it's not so much what I share, but it's also just being here, I think is important, because that's really what I want to share, that I'm here, and we're all together. We're all in this together, and we all are bringing the light, and all is well, and all will be well. So yeah, it's a good little job. And so we'll do a Gabriel message, and we're going to finish this off. This is short, and it's okay. Let's do a message from the angels. Okay, this is the Gabriel message number 6. This is the time for those who believe to let go of fear and reach their hand forward to be held and led by the angels of light. Dear one, when you resolve to let go of fear, an amazing energy is set into motion. It is as though hands of angels join together in circles of light around you, keeping you protected and nurtured. When you walk, you are carried by these angels. Lest you strike your foot against a stone, as it's said in Psalm 91. Sometimes letting go of fear can feel as though you are walking off a cliff. It is often necessary to take this large step in order to make the greatest progress in your life. When your intention is to serve the highest good in all you do, and when you have the willingness to move through your fear of the unknown, this step off a cliff will be into the arms of these magnificent beings of light. Angels will assist you to fly to the heights of grandeur and to the depths of peace. The saying, "There is nothing to fear but fear itself," is true. Fear can play in your imagination until you are immobilized. From this place you can easily sink into the pits of despair. It will feel as though you are not moving toward your destiny, and that is the most fear-filled place of all. This fear will play upon your issues of worthiness, because in your heart you want most of all to add value to the world. Know truly that you were created to be happy. Feeling joy is one of the greatest tasks you have in your life. You are here to do great things, and this can be as simple as loving others and bringing more peace and joy to the world. When you have joy as your intention, you will be shown what you have to do. And here's a little practice. Take some time to sit quietly and breathe in a balanced way. Imagine that you're standing on a mountain top. It is the highest peak around you. It is so high that eagles are flying below where you are standing. There is a magnificent sunrise lighting up the sky and surrounding your body with golden light. From this pinnacle of light, you offer yourself to serve God in the world, and you ask for courage to do whatever it takes. Call on the angels for assistance to be all you can be. At this moment you hear the sound of wings, and you notice the light becoming even brighter. You are surrounded by angels, and you feel your fear melting with their love. They are holding out their hands to you. It is such a reach to touch them. It is difficult to keep your footing. In order to touch the hands of the angels, you know you are going to have to take a step off the cliff. You feel all the old fears beginning to surface again. This time you will not give in to fear. Your conviction to have love and joy in your life and to serve in the world is greater than the fear. You take a deep breath and look into the eyes of the angels surrounding you. You see a hand of light reaching toward you and a beaming presence of love smiling at you. The angels are saying they believe in you, they love you, and know you can do whatever you want. In this moment you know that the safety of that which is familiar cannot bring you the joy and the power of love you are feeling from the angels. Looking at the hands being offered, you let the love you are feeling in your heart uplift you, and you reach your own hands toward the angels of light, and you take the first step. In this moment of free fall, your heart begins to pound, but it is only an instant before arms hold you and you feel yourself being transported into the light. The angels are taking you with them. Let yourself imagine what it would be like to fly with the angels. Feel the warmth of the sun, the wind in your hair, and let yourself be held and led where they will take you. Know in your heart it is to your greatest good. Allow yourself to fly with the angels. Feel the freedom that is there for you, and let divine love fill your heart. Take a look at where you are held back by fear and see the darkness there. Are you willing to have it be different now? There is help for you. Angelic assistance is available. This simple visualization exercise can have miraculous results. It is your choice to take the first step by being willing to have a miracle change your life. It is time for you to decide. Do you want to serve God and let the angels help you fly? Are you willing to have miracles and joy fill your life? Do you believe miracles are possible and angels exist? If your answer is yes, know that this is the time for those who believe to let go of fear and reach their hand forward to be held and led by the angels of light. Transformation happens when we let go, just let go, and allow the new to come. It's good. Good we have these helpers on our way. And it's so true that we have to go through the fear. We all are holding on to fear to some degree, and it is just really holding on to the old. That's why it is fear, because the new holds no fear. New Earth does not have, it has the natural fear of something, some danger coming, and you feel fearful because that's being human. But it's the old stuck fear that's sort of stuck in our system, and the fear of letting go, because we're going into a world of freedom for all of us. Freedom, love, light, joy, creativity, and to have all this manifest, we can't hold on to fear. So, and we all have it, and often we can see it, it's easier to see in other people. It's not so easy to see in ourselves where is our fear. But I know for myself, I'm still hanging on to fear, and yeah, in a way it's the fear of letting go. And so what so beautifully was described in that exercise, to really just let ourselves really step off the cliff, just let it go, let the old world go, because our ego is telling us it's good because it's safe, but safety is not joy and freedom and love and wisdom. It's not. It's confinement. It's suppressing ourselves. So yeah, letting go of the fear, and reminding ourselves that this new world that is coming and that we are creating, is all coming from within us. So all the fear is not in here, it's in our outer personality. So it's surfacing so beautifully, so now we can just acknowledge it, and then it will be released. We can also ask ourselves, do I want to let this go? And help ourselves that way. And ask for help to let it all go. So yeah, a good life is forming for us, although it can seem very chaotic. This new earth is coming, and all is well. See you, my friends.
Welcome, my friend. Oh, new welcome, my friend. Ooh, yow, yow, yow. Welcome, New York. Welcome, welcome, holy my welcome,